Hey guys, this is Jake with P3. In this video, we're going to show you how to install your multi-gauge on your 2008 to 2016 F-Series truck. This is good for the Super Duties, F250 through 550, all those years. So we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is test the functionality of the gauge. So we want to take our control box, our OBD2 harness, and our display. We're going to go ahead and plug those in and just make sure they work before we do the install. And you don't have to tighten these or anything. We're just going to plug it in to test it. Plug it right into your OBD2 port down here, like that. And then this gauge is designed to come on and off with the engine, so you do need to start the vehicle. Go ahead and start it up. Just make sure your gauge power's on. Like this is in dim mode. Make sure the button's working, that you're displaying information, which looks like we're good to go. So we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so the first thing we need to do is pick which vent you want to install your display in. So it'll work on all 4 vents because they're all the same. So we're gonna pick this one. The install for the other 4 will be very similar to what we're gonna do in this video. So if you've got this compartment up here, you can open that and then just grab a hold of this trim and just kind of lift up a little bit and pull back. It'll release this whole panel like that. And that's going to let us get around to the back of this guy and push him out. And so on these vents, where each of these notches is, there's 4 locking tabs, and they do have a pretty positive fit. So your goal is you want to kind of push it down to let it come out. So you want to just work your way around those. And you can kind of reach around each side of the trim here. Makes it easy. And they are kind of stiff to push out, so you might have to work your way around it. Like that, and then it'll pop out. And so then we are going to take our OEM vent with our display, and if you do not already have your display installed, you can check the link above and see our video for the display install to install the display in the vent. So if you haven't done that yet, go ahead and go do that video and then come back. If you've already done that, then you can see that our OEM vent already has the display in it and we're ready to put it in. So what I like to do is, if you look down through this vent, you can see light down to the floor. I will take the cable and kind of stretch it straight, and then if you crease it just a little bit, like this, give it a little fold in the middle just gently, it kind of makes it stiff so you can guide it. And I like to try to guide them right in to the spot I can see down low, and it should feed all the way down to the floor. So then go ahead and put your vent in. You want to make sure also, since these rotate, that you've got a little bit of slack back in here. You don't want the display spun up like that. Make sure your cable's kind of lined up with the area that the wire passes through, and there's a little slack in there. And then we also want to make sure that this is not twisted up, as it's thin and it's designed to be folded around the vent here, but we just want to make sure that it's not twisted up and it's going to damage it. So go ahead and install it, and then make sure you get it clipped into place. Just like that. And then we can put this trim back into place by lifting up and pushing back again. Okay, so now we want to come down to the bottom with our control box and OBD2 harness. I'll just plug that in like so. I'll plug this end in as well. And then for right now, we'll just tuck this up in here. You want to make sure you're not tied up into your steering column or your pedals or anything like that. But then you just want to bundle all this and zip tie it up. We'll just tuck it up for this video. that. And that's it for this install. So what we want to do is go ahead and just test one more time just to make sure now that everything's connected in place, everything's good. Just go ahead and cycle through it again. Looks like we're good. And then this vent also is fully functional still, so we can crank our air. Still good. But yeah, that's it for this one. If you guys have any questions, let us know below in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and check us out, p3gauges.com. Thanks, guys.